don't know what to say about the youth. You understand? And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the fact that I look at my life. You know what I'm saying? And when I was younger, you know, I was faced with a lot of obstacles that the youth are faced with now. And I know that I was smart enough to be able to determine what I wanted to do in life, who I wanted to be, you know, and what I wanted, basically what I wanted to do in life and what I didn't want to do. One of those things that I didn't want to do was sell drugs. I really looked at it at an early age and said to myself, okay, my peers, people that I knew, you know what I'm saying, 16, 17 years old, going to jail, and they doing 5, 10, 15 years. I'm like, nah. You know, don't get it twisted. I mean, I was into crime. I was into petty crime. You know, little things like bootleg movies and stuff like that. You know, boosting, going inside, you know, malls and taking clothes and stuff like that. I wasn't into the big time crime shit that was gonna put me in jail for a certain amount of years. I wasn't having that. That wasn't gonna happen to me. You understand? You know, doing boosting and driving while license suspended and revoked and all of that type of bootleg movies, all that type of shit was my cup of tea. But when it came to the hardcore crime like drugs, cocaine, crack, and all of that, I wasn't even having it. Now, taking heed, I was this close at one point in time of selling crack because I was in college, right? I never forget it. Bear with me. I never forget it. You know, I was broke. For those that went to college, y'all all know the story. You understand? The only thing that's missing from this this story is the violins playing in the background. But I was broke, you know what I'm saying? And I was eating noodles, and I wanted to eat. I wanted, you know, fresh pair of sneakers and stuff like that. So I started selling weed, right? And weed wasn't good enough. All it did was like buy me a pair of sneakers and, you know, a hotel room on a weekend with my chick that I was messing with. It really didn't do like those big numbers. And my man was like, yo, I got to connect with the crack, and yo, you can sell crack, and it's way more better than the weed shit. And I was like, yo, I might have to start selling that. And that weekend I got busted. They ran up on me, and I had like probably a little over 1.5 ounces of Nick Dimes bagged up. And it kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I went to a holding cell. No, let me take that back. That was something else. They let me go because I had my college ID on me. And this chick that I was with, she was begging and pleading like he's a good guy. He just got wrapped up with the wrong type of people. I'm making a point here. So the minute I got arrested, you know, I went to court for it. I had to pay like $200, and plus I had to go to you know, the drug meeting. So I claimed that I was a drug user. You understand? So I was smoking the weed and not selling it, right? But to make the long story short, I've never done any type of harsh crimes that will put me in jail forever. You understand? So it brings me to this point. When I was young, I used to listen to like a lot of conscious music. I was a very positive person. Even though I got in a lot of shit, and in my house, you know, as far as dealing with my stepdad and my father not being there, you know, and a lot of shit, I still try to remain positive. You understand? And at the time when I was listening to positive rap, you know, conscious rap, so to speak, it was groups like Brand Nubians, The Tribe Called Quest, KS1, BDP Productions, even Gangstar. Gangstar was 5%. You know, Wu-Tang, the list goes on. Nas, Eric B. and Rakim, all of these people, all of these rap groups. You understand? And I try my best to maintain, to be positive. But it wasn't until like the early 90s, you know, when things started to change, when rap music started to take a shift, a turn. Now, taking heed, I think conscious music was still making somewhat of some type of money, but it kind of dwindled down so close, like right when Talib Kweli and Mos Def and all of them hit. Black Thought, The Roots, that was just the last of it. Common, that was the last of it. Nowadays, you can't make no fucking money off no goddamn conscious rap. These kids don't even want to hear it. You understand? And it's crazy because I reflect back on my past, and even though there was a lot of negativity going on, we still listened to somewhat of some type of music that was like positive, that made us feel good. You understand? So I can't blame it on the environment. I can't say these kids are going through things far more worse than we ever did, which is not true. It's not true at all. If anything, we went through, us 90s kids, we went through a shitload of stuff because we didn't have the internet. We didn't have it where, you could become an entrepreneur overnight. You could make money overnight. We didn't have those options. It was a struggle. You understand? So I just don't understand, like, why conscious music is where it is right now. It literally doesn't exist. You can sit back and say, well, there are conscious rappers like Joey Badass and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and other and other artists that are underground that you may not know of, like the Underachievers and etc. And it's like, come on, man. Most of them smoke weed, drink, with the exception of Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. They smoke weed and drink. They talk about the same shit that everybody else talks about. You know what I'm saying? They just they make it more lyrical. Other than that, there's no money in no conscious rap. Black people don't want to hear anything positive about life. Black people don't want to hear about stocks and bonds. I'm so damn tired. Listen, I used to live in the hood. My mom's and my father's from Tompkins Projects. My family, half of my fucking family, not even half, my whole family's from the Tompkins Projects. Straight up. Like, at one point in time, my mother and her side of the family stayed in Tompkins Projects, and my father and his side of the family stayed in Tompkins Projects. Damn near my whole family's from the projects. And the reason why I'm saying that is to say this. I've been around hood niggas, and I'm telling you, for the most part, not all black people, but there is a large portion or amount of black people that don't want to hear shit that's positive. Period. And to a certain extent, when I was going through what I was going through, as far as like trying to find myself and experiencing, America, white America, and how to maneuver through white America, I didn't want to hear the positive shit either. At that time, I used to listen to your Mobb Deeps, your Kool G raps. I wanted to hear the street shit. And it's crazy. And truth be told, we can make all excuses and the reasons why black people don't do this and do that. Don't listen to conscious music and don't support it or whatever. At the end of the day, can we just be honest and just say that there are a shitload of black people that are not positive and that never will be? Can we just be honest with one another? We're honest when, say for example, if we have a friend, right? And he brings his dog over. And we're looking at the dog like, man, what is he? And the dude, your friend is like, well, he's a Yorkshire Terrier and a pit bull mixing together. No. Your dog is a mutt. We're honest then. Why can't we just say that there's I'm not going to say a large, I am going to say it. There's a large portion of our race that are straight up mutts. In other words, that are straight negative. Period. And I don't want to hear, well, the rappers are rapping about, whatever they can rap about to make money and this and that and so forth. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of it. Let me just explain something to you. Yo, when have we ever forgotten my word is my bond? The reason why 90s music, right, rappers are superheroes, they really are. Straight up, like they're making action figures out of our, 90s rappers. Because they really were superheroes. You want to know why? Because everything that they said, I'm talking about the elite rappers, the elite rap groups, your MOPs, your Wu-Tang Clans, your Gang Stars, your J-Rule Damages, your Nas. Everything that they rapped about, they meant what they said. And it wasn't a gimmick. And it wasn't trying to sell records. Yes, they wanted to make money, but they were being truthful. That's the reason why Tupac is is like one of the biggest rap artists that you can ever imagine, because he wore his emotions and his feelings on his sleeve. In other words, he let everybody know how he felt, good or bad. Rappers these days are just gimmicky. They just saying whatever the fuck they want to say because of the money. And that's it. And there's no merit, there's no morals and principles to that. It just isn't. This is the reason why it was so, the Lox versus Dipset was so epic. I saw that shit and tears almost went down my eyes. Just to see that shit. Yo, I haven't seen that type of shit in so fucking long. Never seen it in so long. And it's just that moment that you gotta grab onto, because you're never gonna get verses like the way that we get it now. Could you imagine 5-10 years later from now, Lil Uzi Vert versus Lil Durk, Little Baby, or The Baby? Everybody's little this, little that. Tekashi 6ix9ine versus Lil Pump, a Little Pimp, or whatever the fuck. Could you imagine that? You can't. And it's crazy to me, man, that in the 90s, yeah, true indeed, your Wu-Tangs, you know, and your Gang Stars and all of these people that were talking about knowledge and street knowledge or whatever, they never said that they were conscious rappers. And they weren't. But they had some type of conscious song on their album. Wu-Tang Clan popularized the 5% Nation. Well, I'm gonna say help, because you did have the Poor Righteous Teacher prior to them. You did have Big Daddy Kane prior to you know, Wu-Tang and the likes that was talking about, you know, the nation of gods and earths. You understand? There was knowledge. There were jewels being dropped in our music. And that's not prevalent in our music now at all. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. And if you want to talk about the underachievers and Joey Badass and Pro Era and all of them, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. As much as I fucking liked Capital Steez, the Flatbush Zombies, all them motherfuckers, not all of them, but most of them niggas was talking about fucking psychedelics, shrooms, Santivio, I forgot the name of that shit. That I don't know if it's a strand of weed that'll get you so fucking high to the point where I've seen numerous of videos of motherfuckers just zoning out. They talking about opening up your pineal gland, open up your pineal gland by taking psychedelics, acid and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I truly believe, and I'm not trying to try to you know, put no disrespect on that man's, you know, name, Capital Steve, but I truly believe, because I've done research on shrooms, and they said that it is suicidal if you take shrooms, that, and it has everlasting effects. Because I'm not gonna lie, like back in the days, a couple years ago, I was gonna try it, because it's a shroom, like it's a mushroom, you eat it. I'm like, well, shit, I ain't smoking it. You know, it ain't alcohol. Shit, I don't mind. I eat mushrooms right now. Portobello's, oyster mushrooms. I'll eat one of the mushrooms. Until I started doing research, and I found out that shrooms are, you can have suicidal, whatchamacallit, I forgot the name of it. But you could be suicidal, in other words. So I'm just trying to understand, really, who's really conscious? Who? Rhapsody? Okay, that's one. Rhapsody is pretty conscious. But I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I think sometimes, and I'm not talking about Rhapsody. I'm just saying, like, some people that sometimes people name rappers, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, all right, man, I can see through the bullshit. You understand? Like when Brand Nubians came out, I knew they was for the people. For real. I knew it. When I seen Sunshine, the video, right? I don't know if that's the name of the song, but when I seen the first song I ain't gonna say the first because they did come out with another song prior to that, but the one that MTV premiered, I seen that shit, and I seen the video and the True Indeed God, and just the whole shit. I'm like, you know what? That video is gonna get pulled, and it did. It did. And they talking about the white man is the devil and this and that, and I was like, all right, video's gonna get pulled. But what I'm saying is, Brand Nubians, I knew that was true. They were true to the game. Now all of a sudden, I think conscious rap is coming back because of the fact of all of this shit that's going on, such as your George Floyd incident, and just everything that's happening around the world dealing with specifically minorities. You understand? And how it's now trending, how it's now, cool for you to be conscious. I see, and I don't mean no disrespect to any of these rappers, because they may be doing it for the right reason. But now I see T.I.'s wearing dreads, growing dreads. Jay-Z has dreads. Even Westside Guns and, your man Conway the Machine. It looks like he's either growing braids or dreads. Like, I'm not gonna lie, most of these street dudes, straight up, most of these hustlers out there in the streets, they weren't about no fucking dreads. They was about low cuts and fades. That's it. Brush fades and that's it. Caesar cut. That's what it was. Yo, Jay-Z came up off of that shit. Like fresh fucking cuts. Now all of a sudden, motherfuckers growing their hair out. That shit is like crazy to me. Even when I see fucking Jay-Z, the shit still bug me out. Like, come on, man, you a Basquiat pretender. We all know that you like Basquiat. That's the reason why you got your hair like him. Period. That plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So that even surprises me that all of these drug dealer / rappers, used to be drug dealer / rappers, are now wearing dreadlocks and talking some goddamn conscious shit. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no money in it, man. Ain't no money in it. That's why I have disassociated myself with the conscious community. Because the conscious community ultimately as a whole is just broke. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit to it. What is it to it? What, do I get any perks? Like 401k plan or some shit like that? Do I get free dental or free healthcare, some shit, if I'm part of the conscious community? I got these dudes all day, every day on videos that I did 3 years ago about the conscious community. Still commenting on those videos till this day. Talking about I'm a sellout, I'm a this and I'm a that. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I've been in the conscious community for damn near over 20-something years. And I can tell you, as an elder, ain't shit amount to it. The only thing that amount to it and the only thing that changed was the teachers. That's it. And every time we get a new teacher, we get every new full of shit motherfucker. I'm just gonna be real with you. Straight up. What you think the conscious community is, Sinetta? That's who you think the conscious community is. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. You understand? So, man, it is what it is. I tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. And y'all can kiss my ass because I can show and prove. I'm about to come out of retirement and I'm gonna start back rhyming. Straight up. I got this book coming out soon called Love in Apocalyptic Times. I got some shit going on, and I'm not gonna tell y'all, oh, I'm gonna be popping like that and I'm gonna be on top of the world. No, I'm just gonna put out my shit. And I'll let y'all decide what's what. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna grade me as being or whatever. I'll let you decide that shit. Cause I'm tired, man. You know, it's a thing where you sit back and you talk shit about people and you saying how you don't like shit. Like, I hate people that be talking that shit like, yo, hip hop ain't what it used to be. But you not giving a solution to the problem. I'm about to give a solution to the problem. I am. Point blank, period. And I'm not gonna come on a vibe like, oh, I'm gonna be wearing dashikis and the made in China aunts. I'm not gonna do that. You understand? But I'm definitely gonna bring back some type of consciousness as well as creatism in hip hop. Cause I see that it's needed. And it's enough talking, man. It's all about action, man. It's time for me to get to work. For those that don't know that I rhyme, yo, go on my Instagram joint. Go on my Instagram joint and go down the feed and you gonna see all my freestyles and shit. Period. And I got videos on my channel, on this channel right here, of me rhyming. So that was years ago. I've definitely got better. I just haven't put out any type of work. But now I see it's needed. Period. It's a good time to do it too. So I'll see you in a couple of days. Couple days, you know what I'm saying? A month or two. Let me get my shit right. And we're gonna get this shit popping. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.